This conference
Okay.
will now be recorded.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Okay.
Is that
Can
your
you
new
all see
baby?
Yes, that is him. My mom's in the other room with him, so
Oh.
I'll have to bring him on later so you guys can meet him.
Of course.
Okay, so can you guys hear okay, even though he's screaming in the background?
Yeah.
Don't hear a thing.
Yeah, we can hear.
Karen,
Okay.
I think him.
Okay, good. I'm always afraid of that. Okay, so lesson 3 of athlete leaders. In this lesson, we're gonna explore different roles available for our athlete leaders. We're just gonna go over some of our strengths and opportunities for our leadership development. We're gonna work on personal mission statements. So those are just things that we wanna have it's like a goal for Special Olympics. So what do you really wanna do moving forward with Special Olympics? We just really want to encourage our athletes that there is a leadership position for any athlete, and we just want to encourage our athletes to be motivated and built up, and just know that you have our full support, and we want to make sure that we're just supporting all of our athletes to make sure they're using their gifts and talents to the best of their abilities. And then we're just going to review an action plan and next steps, and just go through a little practicum experience to practice these skills. So but first, we're going to start out with some trivia here. So,
False.
true or false? Special Olympics only happens in the United States.
False.
False.
Yep.
Correct. Well done, everyone. Special Olympics provides year-round sports competitions to individuals with disabilities. True or false?
True.
Yes.
True.
A+. Special Olympics provides competitions for athletes ages 2 and older.
True.
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 Whoa, you guys are too good at this. Let's see if this one's gonna stump anyone. 2021 Special Olympics Montana State Summer Games will happen all over the state now. True or false?
True.
Well, yep. You guys are correct again. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so some of the questions that I asked you guys just kind of think about, and if you hadn't thought about them ahead of time, that's totally fine, because we just want to work through these together and just use our brain powers to work through this. So what do you guys think the Special Olympics Montana mission statement is? Like, what is Special Olympics to you? Anyone?
It is fun.
I love that. So it's a lot of fun,
Thank
Rochelle
you.
said. Yes.
And many new people too, like that also, and all the coaches and other athletes around.
Yeah.
True. It looks like Ellen is shaking her head. So you agree, Ellen?
Yeah, 100%. Special Olympic is open for everyone. No matter what age or disability they have, it's open for everyone. And it's meeting a new friends and new people, and I'm totally agree with you on that. So yeah.
Wonderful. I love it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ellen.
You're
Now,
welcome.
now, Keith or Mary or any other mentor want to share out about what Special Olympics mission statement is and what it means to you?
To work hard and achieve your goals.
Fantastic, Keith. That's exactly right. Yeah. One of the cool things is we are a sports organization, and so all of our athletes, and you guys included, work super hard to meet your athletic goals and meet personal goals, and having these trainings really allow us to focus on some goals that are outside of sports, which is really important. So awesome. Thanks for sharing, everyone. On to the next question. What does athlete leadership mean to you? Anyone?
To be a perfect role model for other athletes, and to be a good leader for them, to press their concerns and what what they want to see as well in Special Olympics. As,
Absolutely.
Sports.
Mhm.
Well done, Keith. Anyone else want to chime in with that question? What does athlete leadership mean to you? Wonderful.
It's
Oh, were you going to say something, Ellen?
it's fun and it's a lot of activities and it's fun.
Yes, that's so right. So there's, like Ellen said, there's different activities. So just beyond sports, we want to try to build up our athlete leaders so they can use their skills and gifts beyond just on the sporting field. So that's what athlete leadership is. Does anyone really want to take a stab of telling us what unified leadership is?
I know some of that for the
Go ahead,
unified part.
Rochelle. Go ahead. Take it away.
One of them is unified swimming and bowling.
Yes. So what does that mean? What does unified mean, Rochelle?
It means to pair up with other athletes or coach, and that one year when I did unified swimming, it's like a I go in first, then a coach will jump in and do this swimming event also.
Yes, exactly right, Rochelle. So Rochelle's talking about unified swimming. She had a unified partner, and the unified process is just bringing together individuals with intellectual disabilities with individuals without, and then they compete on a team together. And unified leadership is that. So our mission moving forward is really athlete driven, and so we want to give you all the opportunity to share your voices and opinions and have leadership roles in each of your areas. And so this next question is my favorite because I get to learn even more about you all. So what are some of your personal strengths? I would love to hear one strength from everyone. Who would like to go first? Eve?
Well, I think in Special Olympics that you are an encourager and you're always upbeat.
So
I
I'm
have one. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Great minds think alike.
indeed. So I'm a career drawing and I'm upbeat and always smiling and do our best.
Yes, that's always important to have that person on the team that's encouraging and is always smiling and is upbeat, because you can really boost that team's morale. You know, that's a great answer, Ellen. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Rochelle.
Okay.
Rochelle, how about
to work hard, what we can do, and we also to share our courage to other people what they can do.
Yes, I love it. So you're a hard worker, Rochelle, and you like to share the mission of Special Olympics. Those are great strengths too. Now, how about
Thank
you,
you so
Keith?
much.
You're welcome, Rochelle.
You're welcome.
Take it away, Keith.
My strength is to support my teammates. After we lose or lost the race, I encourage them to never give up, to keep fighting strong, and to work harder next time. That there's always next time, and no matter what, we're win or lose, we're still winners of all time. We're still winners, and to never give up that goal, to keep trying hard and never give up.
Yes, that is so important.
Thank you for saying that.
Did you hear that, Keith? Rochelle said, "Thank you for saying that." That is very
very encouraging. You're welcome.
Awesome. I love to hear some of your personal strengths. And as we move forward in this training, we're gonna continuously be thinking of our strengths, because that's gonna help us identify our personal mission statement. So what is that one thing in Special Olympics that you want to really focus on moving forward within the next year? And so so now let's move to the third and final lesson here, where we think about you as an athlete leader. So you've already started to think about what a meaningful role is. And so when you all were first identified as athlete ambassadors, you were able to choose a specific role. So we have some development messengers on, we have athlete input council members, and so that would be specific roles for you. And so let's just continuously go through this together. This is just our mission statement. We do provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic type sports. And like you all said, it allows you to build friendships with families, volunteers, coaches, athletes, and just is a great movement. Unified leadership, we already identified that, but building from sport, unified leadership teaches leaders of all abilities to learn from each other and inspire change to allow others, where people with IDs succeed in meaningful jobs and roles. So we want to promote these changes in our community. And then just to open-ended question here, what are some of the roles of athlete leadership here in Special Olympics Montana? I'll go ahead and get the ball started. Health messengers. Can anyone think of any other leadership roles here in Special Olympics Montana? Okay, I will help us out here. We have athlete input council, we have development messengers, we have global messengers. So if anyone on this call has been a global messenger where they might be asked to speak at certain functions, I know Rochelle has been a global messenger before. We even have some coaches. Yep. We even have some athletes who are coaches. So if you think a coaching position would be great and you like a specific sport and you think you could help other athletes out with that sport, coaching might be a good option for you. So there is a wide range of leadership roles for everyone, and we want to make sure that our athletes are in the right roles for them. And so that's why it's important for us to do some self-reflecting and understand more about ourselves and identify our strengths so we know which role is best for us.
Can I ask that question?
Yes, go ahead.
Tonight, you know, from last year when we did basketball tournament and we did good, and it was on a Friday, and Cheryl asked me a question to help her out, to help other athletes to train, and I did really. That was my learning event for me to help them out, to pass the ball to another person, and bouncing and all that good stuff too. That was some individual skills, and I really like that.
That's wonderful, Rochelle. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we already went over this first question here. So what are my greatest strengths? But what are some things that are most important to you in life as a whole and or in Special Olympics? So what are some of the things that are important to you? So for instance, an athlete on the last call shared with me that following rules is really important. And so she's actually a coach, and so she's able to help other athletes understand rules better because that's really important for her. So does anyone have any other ideas or things that they want to share that are important to them?
What is my family? That's important to me, and they support me what I do, and I that's important to me. when they support me, that really gives me a good feeling inside, the push harder what I need to do, and work harder, and with that that family support that I have a huge family, that's really, really important to me, that, you know, they support me, and then, you know, and outside, you know, they're most important to me. They you know, they come first before anything else. That's, you know, that's really, really important to me, is, you know, is my family, you know.
I
And
love that answer. Who would agree with Keith?
Me.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. Family is super important, and you all are just, that's wonderful.
Thank
You're all
you.
are on the same page. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Keith. Does
you're welcome.
anyone else want to share what's important to them?
Yeah.
Ellen, go ahead.
So go to practices and go to the games and cheer everyone on and just have fun. Just
That's great, Ellen. It sounds like Ellen is very motivated to be present and be someone that her teammates can count on. So she's going to show up to practices, she's going to show up to games, and she's going to give it her all. So that's awesome. That's super important, to be dependable and be someone that your teammates can trust. Is that something that you all can agree with Ellen on, that it's important to be trustworthy for your teammates?
I
Yes.
think
I agree.
Awesome. Rochelle, would you want to chime in?
Sure. This year I might be doing something different. I know we're doing virtual games this year, because I do understand that. I'm gonna set my goal and try something new. And we're gonna set up this Friday. I'm gonna try to do bocce and cycling, because I never done those two before, and I want to try something new. And that gives me a lot of courage and some my strength on that.
That is incredible, Rochelle. I'm so proud of you to hear that. That's awesome. So something that's important to Rochelle is trying new things and being courageous and brave. And I don't know if you're like me and Rochelle, but it takes some courage to do that. Sometimes it can be very scary trying something new. So that's important. It seems to Rochelle that she wants to try something new, like cycling and bocce. That's awesome. Ellen or Keith, are any of you trying a new sport in the area spring games or state summer games this year?
I think I'm just gonna probably try. I'll probably do the 3,000 meter run. Try that. I never tried it before. I've been retired from the mile for almost 3 years. So I just want to, you know, step it up a notch, because, you know, running two laps is, you know, a little too easy for me. But, you know, I want to run more extra laps, just to get my motivation going, because, you know, I'm a, you know, tall guy, you know, and I just like to run. And so I'm just gonna try the 3,000 meter run, just to try it out, see how it is, see if I like it.
Woohoo! That's awesome too. Well done, Keith. Ellen and both of our mouths dropped. I saw Ellen's reaction to that 3,000 race, and we're just like, wow, that's wild.
that's crazy, but sounds fun.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you guys can give to Special Olympics? So what do you think you can give to Special Olympics?
About money.
I mean, we don't encourage our athletes to give money to us, because we do what we do for our athletes. So but we definitely encourage our athletes to just use your gifts and strengths. So for instance, Rochelle, you said you're an encourager, so that's one of the best ways you can give back to Special Olympics, is encouraging us. Rochelle's a really great writer, and so she actually shared with me a little story that she wrote about her current experiences with Special Olympics and how COVID has really been difficult, but she's also had a good time doing that. So she can maybe help spread the word through a mission by writing. So we just really encourage you all just to share with us your strengths and just think about those so we can use them. Does anyone else want to share anything that you think you can give to Special Olympics?
Be honorable and be the best.
Speak up so she can hear you, sweetie.
Do everything that you can and do that your best and have fun and
Yes, Ellen,
be
that
encouraging and have fun.
yes, exactly. That positivity is super important. And I can just, one of my strengths as a person is just really identifying like what other strengths are, and I'm pretty good at identifying emotions, and it seems like Ellen here and Keith and Rochelle, you all are very positive and encouraging and are able to get people motivated to be joyful around you. So that's fantastic.
And I have one other thing. If you're sick, let's say if you're sick, you should let them know ahead of time so they will not like, where are they? Should they come? What happened to them? You should let them know if you're sick or if you have other plans. You should let them know instead of, where are they? They should be here by now. It's 2 hours or 1 hour. You should let the coaches know ahead of time if you have plans or not, if you can make it or not.
Exactly. And that kind of goes back to Ellen's strength of being trustworthy and dependable. Like, it is super important to make sure that you let your coaches know if in fact you're running late and you're not able to make it. So thanks for sharing. Last question here. What things do I want to get better at? What is one thing that you would like to get better at? I have a goal for myself is that I do not want to get stressed out as much as I do. So if I have a big project, I just need to take a deep breath and know that it'll get done when it gets done, and all I can do is do my best to get it done. So what's something that you guys want to get better at?
Is if something changes, to be able to change with it without getting too upset. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you can change, but you need to change with it, so not getting so upset about the change. And if things change, you should change too, because we change all the time. So change is good. It may be hard, but you need to change with change, if that makes sense.
It does. Being able to be flexible like a rubber band instead of a brick wall, that's super important to be able to get better at. Change tends to be a very difficult thing for everyone. So that's a good example, Ellen.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you for saying that. That's kind of cool where you put that, because I do like watching movies about boxing. If you can change, we can change, and that is very important to us.
Absolutely, Rochelle. Awesome. Okay, next slide here. I can get it to work. Okay, so how many of you have tried more than one sport out there? I have. Yeah. Rochelle and Keith, have you tried more than one sport?
You've done swimming and basketball and bowling. 4 different sports.
Swimming and basketball.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone has tried more than one sport. And so how many of you figured out which sport you guys are really good at and which sports you aren't so good at? Ellen, yep. Rochelle and Keith, how about you guys?
So I do basketball, swimming, track, bowling, and
that's it.
And that's it. I'm just really good and
love it.
Just do my best. Give all of my best. Have fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, so some of those sports.
What Ellen said.
Really?
know
You do the
whatever her
same?
name is. Yeah,
That's
because
awesome,
I've been
Rochelle.
doing all different things too.
I love that. And how about you, Keith? You participate in a lot of different sports too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I tried out soccer, but I was like, nah, this ain't my cup of tea. So I was like, I just better just stick with basketball and track. But my favorite sport that I'm really good at is basketball because I've been playing it since I was little, and you know I'm tall at 6'5". You know I can I can dunk
Wow.
and I can shoot from way out on the 3-pointers. So yeah, that's why everybody every time we go to state, that's why everybody don't want to go up against me because they're afraid of me.
Oh yeah, I definitely would be all 5'4" of me. So yeah. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing, everyone. Yeah, so the important thing that I want to talk about here and focus on is that we all have those sports that we're really good at, and it might have taken us a while to get those skills and to gain that ability to be confident in those sports. So for instance, when I thought I'd try volleyball instead of running track, I regretted it because I did not have the hand-eye coordination to do volleyball. So then I decided that I would run track again. And so part of the thing is just learning about yourself. So we want to learn those things that you're good at so you can stick with those things, like the sports that you've listed. It seems like you all have had lots of years of practice and hours in practice of those sports. So it's important just to learn from those things that you do. So for instance, Keith tried soccer. He said it wasn't for him, so then he decided to focus on those other sports, so track and basketball. So identifying our mission statement is learning from our mistakes and learning what our strengths are, learning what our weaknesses are to come up with a goal moving forward. So now we're going to think about opportunities for athlete leaders and focus on what you feel the best way is to contribute to Special Olympics with what matches your strengths, what makes you happy, and what is most important to you.
Can I ask that question?
Yes, go ahead, Rochelle.
Tonight, when I was way younger, I did all kind of sports. Like I did skiing, basketball, gymnastics. Then I did that. Then I practiced my gymnastics, and I did that in Special Olympics. So that matched my goal on that. That's also the same way with basketball. And when I did volleyball team a long time ago, when I was still young. And
you're so young, Rochelle.
Yes, I am. And also I did basketball, and now I'm at my goal in that to Special Olympics basketball, and I enjoyed that. And
yes,
the same way with swim team, I did that also for 4 years in high school. And
wonderful.
I went to state out of that, and then I got much better, and I showed my switch out of it, and now I'm doing it for Special Olympics and went to national for swimming also, and that is one of my favorite things, one of my most favorite sports is.
That's fantastic.
And
I love that, Rochelle.
Following all that.
Wonderful. I love that. Yeah, so Rochelle said that she'd had a lot of years of practice to identify those sports that she's really good and that she has decided to stick it out with. So that's awesome. So now focusing on this personal mission statement here. The mission statement is a roadmap for what you want to be, how you want to impact others, and what you want to do here in Special Olympics. And so it should be very specific. So we don't want a general mission statement. It should be very specific, like I want to be a football referee at the next national competition, or I want to coach during next basketball season. So it should be specific because we want to make sure that we're able to attain that goal. So example here, who would like to practice through a mission statement? We'll work through it together as a group here. So what leader do I want to be? So what do you guys want to be? Anyone brave enough to attempt this? we'll all use our brains together. So no one is on the spot here and no one could be wrong. So what leader do I want to be?
I'm not coaching for basketball.
You want to coach basketball, Rochelle?
Yes, for skills for basketball.
Awesome. Okay, so for instance, right here, Rochelle's mission statement is, I want to coach basketball in the skills portion. And how do you think you can do this? How will you do that, Rochelle?
I have a coach named Cheryl, and she can show me what to do and stuff, and to follow the rules. Is that
Yes,
what?
yes, that is a great example, Rochelle. I love that. Absolutely. So reaching out to your coach to make that happen, finding that support you need to become a coach. That is fantastic. And guess what, Rochelle? If you want this to be part of your mission statement, I can make sure that Scott Held in our sports department knows this, and he can get you trained to become a certified coach.
Cool.
So, yes, that'd be pretty awesome. And then why do you want to do that, Rochelle? Why do you want to become a basketball coach?
To help other athletes. Like I go for example on one person, like Danny Johnson. He's one of my teammates also. And sometimes some people have hard time passing. We do like a bounce pass to another person, and that will help them also.
That is a great reason why you would want to be a coach. I love that. And that just shows your big heart and your willingness to help others.
Right.
Keith or Ellen, would you guys want to take a stab at a mission statement? No pressure, because this will be your homework after this, so no pressure. But
okay.
I'd love to work through it if you guys want to.
Okay. I'll be down.
Awesome, Keith. Okay, so what leader do you want to be, Keith?
A team, a team captain, and to be leader of the and be leader of my team, and to be a good example for them, and be a good role model for them, and show, don't show good sportsmanship, and don't interact when somebody's trying to just to show them not to interact when people are trying to get to you especially on the court, and
yes,
just go ahead and ignore it, and just do your job, and do your game, and focus on the game. Just don't focus on what other people are doing. This I just want to be a leader for that, and for my for my teammates, just to show them, hey, let's ignore what's going on, just focus on our game, and never give up, and just block that out, and then just have a good time, and and that's what a leader is to lead their team the other direction, and instead of going to their other direction, the bad decision, just want to go lead them to the good way, the good decision that way, instead of that's what a leader is, to direct them towards that way, the good condition, the good decision,
absolutely. I love it, Keith. That's a great type of leader. And how do you think you'll do that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ellen.
Let him get your.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Keith, now how will you do that? How will you, what kind of support do you need to make that happen for you?
Just good, good support, just surround, to surround yourself with, with good people, and, good upbeat, coaches, and upbeat, good upbeat support from, family and friends that, will give you that, that tool, to be a good good leader. Get that from that good energy, that good vibe from them. Take that with you, and then and show it to your to your team. Show them that you're
Yes.
what you learn from peers around you. Show it to them. Lead it on to them and lead it out to the court.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so you're really just focusing on surrounding yourself with good people so you can take that good positivity with you on the court. And so Keith, why do you want to do that? What's your purpose behind being a good team captain and a good athlete leader on your team?
Yeah, I just want to show I got younger I got older nephews, and I got younger nephews and nieces, and I want to show them that I want them to be proud of their uncle here, that he's a leader and he lead his team into good victory by direct him into the good decision, be a better person, to ignore what other people are doing, and don't be going to that direction. Just stay focused on the game, and then and be a good sport and a good sportsmanship, and give them show them courage, not to make bad decisions,
Yes.
make good decisions, and
Yes,
and
to
lead
set an
your
example.
team to victory.
Wonderful, Keith. Yeah, you really want to set an example for your nephews. That's fantastic.
I
Mhm.
definitely agree on that one too.
There you have it, Keith. Rochelle agrees and Ellen gives you a thumbs up. So well done.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Ellen, take it away. What leader do you want to be?
A cheerleader, teacher, a cheerleader, because I just love to dance, and yeah, I just love to dance. I just want to be a cheerleader leader, and just want to teach some younger or whoever what age they are, they can become a cheerleader, and hopefully they will like a cheerleader, because it's for me it's fun. And I like to dance.
Awesome. So how do you think you would do that?
Lots and lots of practice.
Very good. Yeah. Practice is very important, and that's good that you're aware that that would take lots of practice. And so why do you want to do that?
Because I like to dance, and I like to be around people, and just
What does it do?
and teaching them how to be like encouraging them, and have fun, and do something different, and it's fun, and it's a encouraging thing to do, to be a leader and be patient and
Absolutely.
to dance.
That's fantastic. You guys did so great on all those mission statements. That's awesome. Yeah, so it sounds like you're welcome. It sounds like you all have some of your strengths identified and your interests. So you all focus on different sports and things that you're really interested and passionate about. And so I actually took notes here because I want to try my best to make your mission statements come possible. And so moving forward, we're going to work all together to make these mission statements a huge part of our mission. We want to make sure that we're giving you all opportunities to move our mission forward, because it's about you athletes. So super exciting stuff. You did awesome sharing those personal mission statements here. And so moving forward, we just want to think about what's next here. This was the third final training of athlete leadership. So if you happen to miss any of them, I can definitely catch you up. Not a problem at all. And so these are just some of the questions that we might think about. So what's a barrier or challenge you might run into making your mission statement happen? What's something that might be hard moving forward? I just think of time. Sometimes you all are very busy. You have work lives. You have sports coming up, and so finding the balance of like doing things like this could be difficult. So that's just an example that I came up with. But if you guys need any help brainstorming through your mission statements, anything like that, I am going to send out an invite to all of our athlete ambassadors just to practice our mission statements so we can all just kind of have a group conversation of mission statements and where we want to go. So I'll be sure to send a meeting invite to everyone out Friday. But just stay tuned for an invitation if you want to meet with other athletes across the state to really just learn more about their mission statements. Maybe you want to change your mission statement or yeah, anything like that. I think it'd be super fun to get everyone together and just work on choosing a goal for you all to move forward on. So I don't know if, I think Rochelle might have been a health messenger at one point, but there's practicum. So practicum is just like a fancy name for homework. And so the homework with this athlete leadership training is that we want to have that complete personal mission statement written down. And we would love to have you guys video the mission statement in just a few words of what athlete leadership is and what athlete leadership means to you. And so that is due by March 19th. If you guys aren't able to take a video of yourself, that's totally fine. What I'm just asking is if you can take a picture of your script of what your personal mission statement is, and then I can collect all of them. So our hopes is to collect the pictures and the videos from you wonderful athletes, and then create a video of what our athlete leadership is moving forward. And so we can share it with our board and we can share it with our staff and just make sure that this is a really athlete-led movement. So it's super exciting because we're able to hear your voices and how you want to make the mission move forward. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and share this out in an email, but would any of you on the call like a physical copy of these directions so you can actually see it if you don't have a printer?
Yeah, I'll be glad to.
Okay.
And
Keith,
Rochelle, I would have one.
okay, wonderful. And how about you, Ellen? Would you like a copy sent to you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, you're welcome. Awesome. So yeah, I'll go ahead and send this in an email to you, and then I'll send out physical copies to you all as well, just to explain a little further. So it's super exciting though to have everyone's little video or picture together what you come up with, because it's really going to help us understand what everyone's goals are and what they think athlete leadership is. So wonderful. That is all I have for you today. I'll make sure that I get that stuff out to you first thing tomorrow morning or later this afternoon because I don't think I have any meetings. So does anyone have anything they want to share for the good of the group? Any encouraging words, anything they learned or anything at all? I'd love to hear from you all.
I have
Rochelle?
a question for you.
Yes, what is it?
You brought that up to me about I know the weather's getting nicer, and if we're outside doing pottery or cycling or any other event, I was thinking that we should have water around because that really is important to them. And that'd be a good idea.
Absolutely. Keith and Ellen, do you think that's a good idea from Rochelle?
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's a good idea. Have water with you all the time.
Yes, you need to stay
Good.
hydrated.
Thank you.
I drink water all the time.
That's great, Ellen. Yeah, definitely bring that up to your coaches, Rochelle. That's super important. I'm sure they will try to remember, but I'm definitely bring that up. That's a fantastic idea.
Thank you.
Yes. Does anyone else have anything to share? Have any questions about your practicum or homework coming up? I'll be sure to get these out in the mail to you this week, so you have time to review and call me with any questions, okay?
Okay.
When is our next meeting? This is Terry.
Hi, Terry. Actually, that is a very good question. That you have completed third and final part of athlete leadership, and so the next part is waiting for Special Olympics to put out the next series for like individual athlete input council stuff. So there's really no date, but the next technical meeting is the brainstorm meeting to go over personal mission statements. So that'll be next week sometime. But I don't have a real date set. I'm going to hold multiple brainstorming sessions in case anyone's really stuck and can't make one. And so, yeah, that's a good question, Terry. But as soon as I find out more information, I'll be sure to share it out with you all.
Okay, well, we are going down the river, the San Juan River, on the 21st of March.
Of March? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure not to schedule any trainings on that because we love Rochelle's input, and so that's perfect. Thanks for telling me that.
And we won't be back until the 4th of April.
That sounds like so much fun.
Well, there's no white water, and there's just a lot of hiking.
What? Can I come with you? I love hiking.
Can I come too? Can I come free?
Wow. You can all come.
There we have it. We're gonna crash your family outing, Terry and Rochelle. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll put that. Sorry, Rochelle?
You cracked me up. I like when everybody was laughing like that. That's kind of cool.
Yes, you all were so much fun. I had a great time with you all. And if you guys need anything, I'm always here, and I'll get that stuff out to the mail soon and email as well. So thanks again for all being here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, you're really welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your input. You all did a fabulous job. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
yes, have a good day, everyone.
You too.
Bye.
Have a great holiday season for next month.
Yes. Well, hopefully we'll see some of you on the brainstorming session. So have a great day, everyone.
Good.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye.